Keyes normally says, "Hey all," I'm going to say a ho, ho, ho all. And this is Santa Keyes back from a tough night last night. Not only was I delivering gifts to, well, I delivered it to most of the places, civil places in the United States. However, I had to stay away from some of the big cities like Chicago, New York, and Philadelphia. It was just a little too rough there. However, this is Santa Keyes. I'm done with all my deliveries, and Rick Keyes is still having a terrible time because, as you know, from Reverend Keyes, we were able to trade for It O'Keys. It O'Keys is in the back there. He's our, how shall I say, he's our binary member of the family. But Santa O'Keys, well, how did we get It O'Keys back? Well, we have actually Reverend Keyes made a trade for some sunglasses to Elf Keyes. The same Elf Keyes that told you last year that Santa and Mrs. Claus was, that we had COVID. Well, we didn't have COVID. So he's been kind of upset with Santa Keyes for a little while. And I think that's what prompted him to end up with Dark Keyes, the evil one of the Keyes family. And actually, they kind of conspired. Not only did Dark Keyes basically kidnap Paddy O'Keyes, but remember Elf Keyes? He napped it. So, but because of Reverend Keyes, he's such a good guy. And remember, he always plays kindness matters, especially at Christmas. So we did get It Keyes back, and I had a long talk with Mr. Elf Keyes, who decided to take it on his own to nap it. So but since he did bring it back, he isn't totally kicked out of the Elf Union or the Elf Enterprises here. So he has been demoted. This is like the prestigious hat of elves. So only the top elves get that. So he is no longer the top elf. He is the bottom elf. And in fact, since we are in the Biden years and things are pretty tough everywhere, I had to get rid of a couple of my reindeer because it was too expensive to feed them, the price of everything going up. So that Elf Keyes has been demoted, and he is now not only a elf, but he's going to be one of my reindeer. So he's going to have to work his way back up to getting this hat. So that's on that. Oh, you must be saying, looks like you got a black eye, Santa. Well, yes, I did get a black eye. I'm still trying to get Paddy O'Keyes back, and I had a meeting with Dark O'Keyes. He's an evil guy, very evil. I had a meeting with Dark Keyes, and I told him that Rick Keyes was just despondent. By the way, Rick Keyes wanted me to wear this shirt for Christmas to remind you that he is thinking about you. He hasn't had a very wonderful Christmas this year because of the missing two, but he's kind of despondent still. But so I met up with Dark Keyes. The last thing Dark Keyes said to Reverend Keyes goes, "Reverend Keyes, you're just not important enough to talk with me. I want someone of real importance." He first requested Joe Biden, but we weren't able to do that one. So anyway, I went Santa Keyes, and you know what? The son of a bitch. I sound like Joe Biden now. That son of a bitch. He actually smacked me in the eye and told me to get the hell out of his hiding spot, and you weren't getting Paddy O'Keyes back. So that's where we're at. Paddy O'Keyes still missing. You guys know what he looks like. He has a hat like this, and he would look like this if he was Santa. And what else? All right, so Rick Keyes told me. I just had a facelift. Rick Keyes told me that, Santa, since everyone seems to love you and I'm depressed this year, I'm going to let you do my prestigious Rick Keyes Music Caravan Top Blues of 2022. So that is my job, and I'm going to do it for you. So let's start out with this one. Oh, by the way, I would have more. I don't know how many I got here. Probably about 15 or so top 2022. Should be a heck of a lot more, but there were some evil promoters that, because of politics, decided not to send poor Rick Keyes music. So a lot of you blues artists out there, if you didn't make it to the prestigious Rick Keyes Music Caravan Blues List 2022, it's probably because he didn't get a CD from your promoter. So anyway, just let them know that. I have some coal left if you want to send that to him. But anyway, let's start out here. So top 2022 releases: Dion, Stomping Ground. We'll let, I was going to say we can let It Keys hold that. So this one is super hot. This, another facelift. When you get your facelifts in Mexico, they don't last very long. Okay, Dion, Stomping Ground. He made it. Misty Blues, One Louder. What? Misty Blues, One Louder. All right, that group made it to the top 2022. What else we got here? We got Johnny Sansone, Into Your Blues. Excellent, excellent, excellent. See that, top 2022? Rick Keyes knows what he's doing. This lady's always a treasure. Kat Riggins, a sweetheart. She has a release called Progeny, and it made it to top 2022. Congratulations, Kat. You're a sweetheart. Next, coming up. And if I would have had some fuel left in my in my solar-powered sleigh, I probably could have sent her a nice gift, but I didn't have enough fuel, and there were no recharging stations over the Arctic, so I didn't make it to her house. All right, so who else we got here? Oh, I like this group. GA20, Crackdown. Okay, that's kind of sounds like a theme song for Hunter Biden. Crackdown. Tinsley Ellis, Alligator Record Labels, made it to Rick Keyes Music Caravan top 2022 blues releases for this year. Tinsley Ellis, Devil May Care. Yeah, well, the devil may care about that damn Dark Keys who gave me the black eye. I'm pretty pissed off at him. I don't know how I'm going to handle this. I'm going to have to go talk to Mrs. Keyes and hopefully get a little loving this year. She normally doesn't give me any loving. She pays more attention to the elves and the reindeer than poor Santa, but I don't know. Maybe this year I get lucky. Sugar Ray Rayford, In Too Deep, made it to the Rick Keyes Music Caravan top 2022. John Primer. Rick Keyes told me he saw John Primer and Bob Corratore at Humphrey's Backstage in beautiful San Diego. John Primer made it. Now, these guys are kind of different as far as blues, but I put them in the blues category. Well, their name of the band, Supersonic Blues Machine, Voodoo Nation. It made it to the top 2022. So whenever you see voodoo or you hear harmonicas, good chance it's blues. Now, this one is a little different too. So I heard it the first time. I go, this is a great album. And it's up there in the top. So I would say that Dion album, one of my favorites, but this one's pretty damn good too. Big B and the Actual Proof, the Noir album. I am Santa Claus, so I've been to every country, so I can speak French too. Noir. And apparently that means night. So before we leave, I'm going to say good noir. Mickey Free from the LA area, Turquoise Blue. He made it to Rick Keyes top 2022. Look at all that turquoise on Mickey. Matt Woods. Now, this one's kind of a little different because normally Rick Keyes doesn't play instrumentals on the Rick Keyes Music Caravan Blues show, but this one was so well done that it made it. And I think there's 2 vocal songs on here, but most are instrumentals. Really good stuff. All right. So that made it. What is it? The Matt Woods Band almost made it. You did make it, Matt. You made it. Congratulations. Another one that made it, Levittown, Trying to Keep My Head Above Water. That would probably be the theme song of most middle American and lower income Americans. trying to keep your head above water, especially with the Joe Biden price of gases and everything else related to his reign as our POTUS de modus. Let me see. I Got Love by Albert Castiglia. Okay, he made it. Now, this one's brand new, apparently, Rick Keyes said. And it's Kurt Allen live from the Red Shed. A lot of great music on that one. Oh, look what I see here. Elf Keyes forgot his glasses again. So I have another bargaining chip with Elf Keyes to get his work production up. If he wants his glasses back, I better have the balls in front of my face. Oh, no, let's not say that. Better have the ball on the side of my face. There you go. Looks more appropriate. Let me see here. And we've got Paddy Tuitt, Hard Case of the Blues. Poor Rick Keyes. He's had a hard case of the blues all year, fighting promoters, fighting dark keys, having people abducted, but he still had time to listen to music for all of you out there, and you should give him some thanks because he does a lot of work listening to this music. And last but not least, this one came to Rick Keyes recently, but it was released in 2020, but it made it to the 2022 Rick Keyes Music Caravan Blues, top blues albums of 2022, because he received it in 2022, and it's super good. So that's it. So those are all of the top blues album releases on Rick Keyes Music Caravan Top Blues Album Release List 2022. There'd probably be like a bunch more. However, we have some evil promoters out there that decide to play politics with Rick Keyes and not send him music. So for all of you artists out there, if you aren't on that Rick Keyes Music Caravan top list, and you could have been, talk to your promoter. So stay tuned. Rick Keyes Music Caravan Blues Show coming up. Ho, ho, ho.